welcome back to the channel. My name is Brock, and here I got my 2010 Chevy Suburban, and I noticed that there was a AC leak. Air conditioner quit working. This is going down the road. Noticed there was noticed it quit working. I topped it off with refrigerant and then heard a leak. I quickly researched putting new lines on this, and the lines on this, as you can see, for the heating and air conditioning are all aluminum lines all the way back, and to replace those you have to buy a whole new kit, which is rubber lines from the front to the back, and they're about $400. So I went ahead and took the fender well out, took the tire off, and the leak's right here. It started leaking where this clamp is, so I just cut this clamp, I cut that clamp, and then I've got this kit here. It's not open, but it's got some like compression copper washers, and then it's got these rubber washers that go on the line, and it goes in this fitting here, unscrews, put that rubber in the center there, or on that line, and then you put the copper on there, and then as you tighten this down, it seals that off on that line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this line. So I'll cut that line. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do there, because that's got a bend in it. I might cut that and straighten that out, as I might have to try to straighten that line out to get a straight crimp in there. But yeah, so to fix this anyway, I'm going to put this in it. Okay, cut off that side, then I'll clean all that up. Problem is, okay, I can get that there. Now, as far as this one goes, can work with that. Yep, we can deal with that, and I can maneuver it around. Okay. Whoops. Helps if I put that on the right way. Now, put that on there. That on there. This will go here. This will go here. That'll go there. That'll go there. Okay. Basically, don't want to go too tight because these things aren't all that great, but I got this fitting off of Amazon. I think it was $10, I think. I don't know, it wasn't that expensive. Had a decent rating on it, so I went ahead and got it. There was a few of them that didn't have good ratings, some of them that did. You know, you just gotta look. But instead of spending $300 and some on new lines, especially on an old vehicle like this, we went ahead and spent, like I say, 10-15 bucks. And that there should fix the hole. And now, see, that one will go there. What I need to do is get this situated back where I want it. About right there. And I'll probably zip tie all that up, get it moved out of the way. That way it's not hitting anything and rubbing any more holes. Yep. Apparently all I got's my big zip ties. Just fine. I just have to get some new ones. Oh, oops. I guess it helps if I go over the right area too. Yep, right up against there, against there. All right. Okay, so I got my system set up here. I got my hoses plugged into my machine here. I'll turn it on. I'll have to open up the valves. I got the valves in the tank opened. I'll turn it on. I'll recover it because there's residual in the line, so I'll have to recover it, and then I'll vacuum it. Once the vacuum system's down, I went ahead and got my gauge set up, and tank hooked up to a scale, so that way I'll know how much to put, or how much I'm putting in it. And then when I know what's in it, or I'll be able to see how many pounds I put in it for the recommended amount. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum it, and then I'll recover it, and then I'll vacuum it. All right, got a vacuum on it, and as you can tell, 0 is here, and then it pulls it past 0 down into here on both gauges, high and low. It's been holding for a little bit here, so it tells me that there's not a major leak. Because if there was a major leak, the vacuum would come off. So we're going to go ahead and pressurize it. Okay. Go ahead and hook up the gauges. All right, so I got it set up. You don't have to do it this way. If you don't have the setup for it, you can use, so like if you don't have the gauges, you can use, just the cans that you get from the auto store or whatever. You don't have to vacuum it down. I like to do the vacuum because it helps pull some of the moisture out, and when you put the vacuum on it, you can tell whether it has a leak or not, because then the vacuum will either release. Sometimes when we're doing extensive work on, like on stuff that's got a major, well, if it's got a major leak, you obviously hear it, but if it's got a slow leak, but it's slow or fast enough that it's leaking out overnight, then we like to put a vacuum on it and then see how fast it's leaking. And you just leave it on there. But as far as this goes, you can you fix it and then just fill it with the cans of refrigerant from like the auto store or wherever you get refrigerant from. I do it this way because I'm able to do it this way, because then I can read pressures and everything on high and low side. But as far as this goes, so I got those hooked up. I can see how much is coming out of my tank, so I'll go ahead and start filling it without starting it. We'll see how much it takes, and then it'll only take so much in because that vacuum will suck it in. And these, I believe, take about 2.5 pounds. Yeah, it says here. Most times it says up on your front here, it tells you front AC is about 1.6. Front and rear, yeah, right here, 2.5 pounds. Hold on. Never mind. I'm reading the wrong one. Okay, front and rear AC 1500 Suburban is 3 pounds. So it takes roughly 3 pounds. We'll go ahead and start it. You turn everything on high, you turn your fan on high, you turn your AC on high as it'll go, and then you'll start putting your stuff in, and then I'll show you what the gauges read. and start putting it in. And you'll notice the high side will start climbing. The low side will be up. I only add on the low side, I don't add on the high side. And we're only doing this at idle. About 2.5, go almost 3 pounds. We'll let her settle there. I'd say it's probably got about 3 pounds in it. As you can see, gauges, high side's running a little higher than I want, or low side, yeah, low side's running a little higher than I want, but I can easily adjust that. As far as it cooling, I just put this in here. So it's like, yeah, it says it's 82 in here, and it's about down to, that says 60, but it's getting colder. Like I said, just put it in here, so we'll have about a 30-degree drop on that. I wanted to add one more thing in there. The low side should be running between, like, you know, 30, 35-ish PSI. High side, I say this, just on a Chevy, I guess I'd say, because I I've worked on things that's head pressures that are supposed to be between 250 to 300, 300 to 350. So I mean, some things are higher than others, but for the Suburban, I have it between 35 or 30 and 35 psi, and then the high side is between 200 and 250. So that being said, most vehicles are going to run about that on hotter days. Cooler days, they might run between 150 to 200. So just depending on when you're doing it. But just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, I'm gonna call it good. It is, I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, maybe. So that notch there is 80. That's 60. One down here is 40. About right in the middle between 40 and 60, so it's about 50 degrees. So that's a 30-degree temperature drop. That says, if I can get this thing to work here. I don't know if you can see it or not. 82 degrees, there we go. And this is, hard to tell, but yeah, that's 40, that's 60, right in between, 50 degrees, so a 30-degree drop. That's what I want to see. It's cooling in here. No leak. So that's going to be it for that. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any comments, comment down below. Questions, whatever. But that'll be it for this one. Thanks for watching. God bless you.